I'm the kind of guy like Jurassic World for me, right? I won't go see Jurassic World. Jurassic Park, I saw it in the theater, okay? After 20 minutes of fake dinosaurs like stomping all over, I'm good, right? Like I appreciate it. I watch it. I'm good, right? But it's just not for me, okay? This movie, every different turn these cars went around, I was on the edge of my seat. And I don't know if it's the beauty of F1, the way that those tracks are so unique around cities and places, but it was so well done. Brad Pitt reaffirming that he is at best when he's playing someone like Brad Pitt. Like that's always been like Moneyball, right? Like this movie, even this movie sucked, but the Mexican, I felt like Brad Pitt, when he's playing someone that I feel like is sort of close to who he is. What are you laughing at? I think he's amazing. And he's one of my low-key like favorite actors.
You're captivating, Pete. I'm your captive audience right now.
So you think I'm a sucker?
No. Why would I think that?
Yeah, you do.
I want to go see this movie.
You're going to love it. Couple nitpicks without giving anything away.
Yeah, share it.
For me, who is sort of like, I don't have too much of an ego when it comes to shit I don't know, right? Like, I don't know about F1. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you like I know about F1. And the movie, they hit you over the head sometimes with what's happening. Like, this guy's probably famous, right? But whoever the broadcaster is, he is, and I'll do it with football, right? Like, he's calling this game because they pipe in feed from whoever is calling like the race, but he's explaining the rules at the same time. It would be like, Swingler has it on the 30-yard line. If he can make it across the line that's called the end zone, it will be 6 points for Baylor. And if they hit an extra point, it will be 1 point. That would be 7, and Baylor would have the lead. It was like he was explaining everything that was happening in an F1 race and how it would affect the rules and the numbers and the stats. Like, I was like, there is no way that an announcer calls an F1 race like this, where he's like, it's like F1 for dummies all race long. So that was something I was like, well, that's kind of hard to believe. But even still, it was honestly necessary for someone like me. So the moment I kind of got past that in my mind, I was like, well, mentally I'm kind of nitpicking about this, but I don't know what's going on, so I actually can lean on this. So that was like a weird moment, but it was also pretty important. I love, and Days of Thunder did this. They take shots and scenes from actual races, actual drivers. Verstappen is like a part of the movie, like a pretty big part. I don't think he has too many speaking roles, but like he is there and he's talked about a lot. I love that. There is a Top Gun feel to it. It's not Top Gun, but I can tell you, like, shortly into the movie, I did ask myself, I was like, this is like Top Gun. Like, that's what they were looking for. And at least that's what I feel. And they came pretty close. Like, it's not anywhere near the legacy film. I don't feel like it will be. The Top Gun, the original was, and then Top Gun Maverick was. But it was an amazing movie. And it was, and I'm pretty hardcore. Like, I don't like movies where, like, there was good enough dialogue. Parts of it were cheesy. But, like, again, you got to suspend disbelief. It's the movies, and you have to go there expecting that, it's not a reality show. It's not a documentary. But overall, man, I was like, man, this is a very good movie. And there are a lot of surprises. And there's a lot of, you don't know what's behind every corner, or should we say every turn. But Brad Pitt was amazing. He plays within himself. When Brad Pitt plays a guy that's sort of like Brad Pitt, he's lethal. And that's what he was in this movie. The self-deprecation, kind of like this comeback story, this superstar who wasn't even a has-been, right? I can't call him a superstar. This driver that wasn't even a has-been, he was like a never will be, right? People were saying. But it's awesome. And the other dude is amazing in it. One of my favorite guys, the guy, Javier. Javier Bardem is amazing. That guy. I could watch him read the phone book, dude. He really is. He is. He is amazing in everything he's in, and I appreciate him lending his amazing acting credentials and skill set that maybe is a little above joining people like me on a summer thrill ride like this. Amazing work, Scotty.
I didn't see it. I don't have much to say. Those guys are both great.
Yeah.
I do think you're talking about Brad Pitt at his best. When I think of Brad Pitt at his best, I actually don't think of the characters you're describing, although they're all very good. Go ahead. I think of is it Cliff Booth, the name of the stunt man he plays in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Very good. But dude,
I think of Colonel Aldo Rain in Inglourious Bastards.
Yes. Now the Colonel is totally set.
I mean, that's one of the greatest characters in any movie. Man.
But the stunt guy, there's a
little more Brad Pitt.
There's a little bit of Pitt in there.
Yeah.
That's the point.
No, you're right. And like Ocean's 11, he's very similar vibe. I mean, I feel you.
I even feel like, and this is for my sober friends out there who don't drink, Brad Pitt is like sober now and it's coming out more and more. And in the movie, his character, like they were at several moments where people would be drinking and he wasn't drinking. And I swear, I think he went like, he was like, I'm going to be like,
that's awesome.
In his mind, I think he was like, this character has been through a lot in his life. It was clear that he was like a loose cannon and now he doesn't drink anymore, but we're not talking about it. That was something like a little inside baseball.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. I have a question.
Yeah.
So I think if we were talking about movie stars, who's the biggest movie star of the last 40, 50 years? I think most people would say Tom Cruise first. Brad Pitt is probably on a short list of people contending for like second place.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I would have to say Brad Pitt. I would say Brad Pitt. Who's at the top of the game? Pedro Pascal.
Oh! In the current cultural zeitgeist, yes, he's
at the top of the mountain, right?
Currently, currently he is. But there's a lot of people kind of annoyed by that. Like, I don't think that's going to stick. Like for me, the definition of movie star is probably Tom Cruise and it's probably Harrison Ford. Those are the two first leading men I think of. Denzel Washington's probably very, very high, close to that level too. I think Brad Pitt is like.
He is
kind of right there, man.
Some people, and he has like slowly been kind of chipping away, right?
Yeah, it hasn't been like
the little Mount Rushmore.
Correct. It hasn't been like one. Like Harrison Ford was Han Solo and Indiana Jones. Like it's just hard to beat. You played two of the most iconic characters ever. That's not Brad Pitt, but every time he's a leading man in a film like this, you're reminded. It's like. Oh, yeah. This guy's amazing.
Yeah.
He really is.
I do have one more theory on movies, too, as it relates to sports. I feel like, in the NBA, for instance, right? Like, every team feels like we've got to get a superstar to win a title, or maybe two. Movies are the same way. Every preview that I saw, I mean, and these are good movies, but they always have to have, like there's a movie coming out, and I forget what it is.
It just helps.
Channing Tatum is playing the lead in a movie that you would never think that Channing Tatum would play the lead in, but Channing Tatum.
Or The Rock is doing that biopic right now.
Yes, about the MMA guy.
Yeah.
But you don't, I would say this, and I guess it's an unfortunate reality. Like in the NBA, the Thunder won the championship. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a wonderful player, and obviously he's a superstar, but he's not quite the guy that can open a movie, basketball-wise. In the NBA,
he's not box office.
No, exactly. Yeah. And I think the NBA or movies are the same way. Like some of the best movies we've ever seen are not, there's not overwhelming star power in them. Right?
Yeah, but those aren't going to be box office either.
I wish they could be.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think most people who love film wishes you didn't have to cast a big name to make money at the box office.
I put one thing down in here.
But the reality is most of here's what I do feel about most actors.
I put Pedro Pascal as like Anthony Edwards right now. That's his equivalent.
Box office but can't get it done?
Yes.
Yeah. No, so that's what I was about to say. I think and we're getting really geeky here, but I love it. Film is one of the few places where I think often the public rewards talent. often, not always. Like, I think there are questions about, is Pedro Pascal a great actor, or is he just a really handsome man who's 50 years old and has
People
played
like who people like.
Yeah, and he's likable, right? But most actors who are big names are like the most talented ones. Like Denzel Washington, Leonardo DiCaprio, Harrison Ford. Like, these guys are like elite performers.
Yes.
Most of the directors who make money, not always, but most of the directors who make money, Nolan, Nolan's the first one I think of. James Cameron.
Yeah.
These are guys that are some of the very best to ever do it.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of these indie films or smaller name actors, talented, you wish they could bring in a draw, writers.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it is the best talent that gets rewarded too.
100%.
Do you see Scarlett Johansson over the weekend became the highest box office actor ever?
From Avengers or whatever? From
all time.
Yeah.
She passed Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, but there's an asterisk because she's in those Marvel movies, right?
Well, but so is Samuel L. Jackson. Like,
yeah.
If you're in a bunch of franchise films, that'll get you there.
Sam Jackson is?
Yeah, he's in all the Marvel movies. He's Nick Fury.
Okay.
Zach Burke's sitting over here. He could have told you that.
Zach knows that. All right.
Yeah.
I've been exposed. It's time to go.